Hello everyone, it's Doom here, once again, playing Dark Souls. Last part, we killed the Sanctuary Guardian, and then Artorias. And now it seems like a reasonable time to move on, and kill the rest of the DLC bosses. After all, that's pretty much why we're here. To kill things. Specifically bosses, actually. I want to say this is a joke, but I'm not sure if I could qualify it as one. Here's our primary enemy, I suppose you can say, bloatheads. They're obnoxious, do lots of damage fairly quick, but tend to be somewhat fragile. I also drop Titanite shards, respectively, often. Overall, if you're either cautious or have a good shield, they're not too bad. This elevator is not active. If you are human, you should be invaded at around this area. Question mark. Maybe in a slightly... maybe farther down the line, actually. You should be invaded somewhere around here. So... you will... if you're human, you'll be invaded. Otherwise, you're fine. Over here is where I thought things were actually hot. Here is the most powerful enemy, I suppose, is the Bloathead Sorcerer. Their claw attacks are not too bad. However, their sorcery is very powerful. You may be able to say. We are not being invaded. Guess I am human. I guess I can only be invaded when I don't want to, or something like that. That is my best guess, is why I'm never invaded when I want it to happen. Oh, never mind, here he is. Here he is, Marvelous Jester. We're gonna... fires bolts, and he has karate moves. However, we have Zweihander. Yeah, he was about to do a karate kick, or he's gonna spin on the floor or something, but... we have Zweihander. So his argument was invalid. Here is a mimic. It is trying to kill us. However, its argument is invalid because we have a Zweihander. Argument of killing us, of course. And we get a very good carving, which if you drop like a prism stone, it'll say something. Well, prism stone. You can drop it like a prism stone, but prism stones don't talk. And it's basically a means of communication outside of gestures. That's about it, really. I don't use them, but I don't really PvP, so... or PvE, for that matter. So I guess I am PvPing here, but I mean, like, with the co-op. You know? Even though it's a sorcery, I believe these do physical damage, as that's how his sorceries work. They do physical damage. So a Silver Knight Shield should do an alright job. Preferably the Great Shield of Artorias, but I'd rather not use it right now. We can show it off for the final boss. Which is technically a bad idea if you want to carry the final boss. Oh well. Backslash, backslash. This guy tries to get a drop on you, however, I already knew he was there, so I got the drop on him in a way. With his Zweihander. If you have Hidden Body, I recommend you cast it here, but we do not. So that's going to make things a bit tricky. Our best is just to try and aggro him one at a time, which is easier with Hidden Body. In my opinion. Ow. Die. Heal. We're gonna run over here. Where are we being followed? Yes. still being followed. No question mark. Well, let's continue. We have things to kill. And 17S to sport. Slash. Now then, there's another mimic over here, but to get to it, we need to roll over here. Slash. Here's the mimic, by the way, if you cannot tell. So we're just gonna kill it before it kills us. Which is how every argument goes. You must kill the other argumenter before he kills you. With words, obviously, not actual physical violence. Oh, that startled me. Shortcut back to where we were. Now then, where's the sorcerer over there? The body makes this much easier, as the sorcerer can two-shot us rather easily. With hidden body, we can do so without attracting. We can clear the room without attracting his attention. We're good. I don't know how to get that item, I don't think. If we go over here, though, we will be back to a shortcut. Which is what we're going to want to do, as shortcuts are how you pretty much play this game, in my opinion. You take shortcuts, and then you win. As we're going to take this shortcut to go back to the bonfire. We will have to refight the bloatheads, however, we'll have 20 Estus. And be able to repair equipment, which is obviously a bonus. Only we cannot level up. Too little souls. Kill you. I think we can just run over here, though. Since the elevator is up. We'll then take out our shield and defend. Alright, here's the second hardest, maybe? Part, again, with hidden body, this is much easier. However, there's two sorcerers over there, and since we know one sorcerer can two-shot us, that means two sorcerers can one-shot us. So, we're going to want to try and take them out one at a time, hopefully. There's an item over here. I don't believe there's one on the other side. Solo Brave Warrior. Which is a bit sad, but whatever. Okay. Is it coming closer, or are they just sidestepping? Looks like they were just sidestepping. Let's see if we can kill one. Looks like we can. Alright. Here is a mini boss, I think. Has lots of armor. And I don't really like fighting it. Because just look at that. Ugh. Ugh. Run away. I am coward. I live. If you can just magic it to death, it doesn't have too much magic, but I have tried hitting it, and it normally just makes everything bounce off. However, you can run away, so. Hooray. It doesn't even drop, like, keys or anything. I believe it drops chain armor, which is very odd, since you can get chain armor from the undead merchant at the start of the game. You want to loot your katana? Anyway, we could continue from here to, like, do stuff. and continue the DLC. However, you can warp to this bonfire. So what we're going to do is actually go to the bonus boss of the DLC by warping to the Oolicil township. Yeah, you can get that from the thingy. I'm not sure of the entire set, but I'm fairly certain you can get that at the very least, because I got it once. When I nuked it from orbit with crystal soul spears. Oh yes, after you kill Artorias and load, or I don't think quitting save you need to like cause the game to load the area again. Nothing like that. Sierran is here. You can give your soul of Artorias, which I believe I still have somewhere. Yeah, here it is. You can give it to her to get the silver gold tracer, and I forgot the other thing is. And there are two really good daggers that both scale with pretty well with dexterity. However, you lose the soul of Artorias, or you can kill her to keep the soul of Artorias and pick them up. She'll actually fight with them. She's pretty strong, actually. She's basically a mini boss with like 3,000 HP, which is pretty good. Does really high damage, bleed, toxic, all that nonsense. Or what we can actually do that we're more interested in is to go over here. Since we got that key from a mimic, we can go over here. Here, as in a place. Obviously. If you continue going forward over here, you'll actually just fall to your death, so... Yeah, let's see, you can hear someone is carving, and with a crest key, we can open this door and climb this ladder. Hey there, guy. He's a giant.
A visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorias. An old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact. And here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid.
He's actually somewhat lying here. If you see Calamite, which I believe I already did off camera just because it's pretty much backtracking, that for the sake of backtracking to fight the bonus boss, since where you go to first see him, or second see him I guess, because you first see him at the bridge, is also where you fight him. You can also buy some other carvings, Homeward Bones, Dung Pies, Dynite Shard, Large Dynite Shard, Green Dynite Shard, and Goes Great Arrow, which are basically super bow arrows. Better than Dragon Slayer, in fact. If we talk to him enough times since I has seen Calamite, he'll actually have to shoot him down.
To explore this domain, be wary of a black dragon.
Which we already saw.
I fear thee no match for this terrible beast. There's very little to be said. What good is a dog with no hairs to hunt? But I'm lucky to be alive, I suppose.
Apparently not.
Farewell, you.
Alright, guess we're gonna have to go see Calamite again. Maybe you have to like be in the boss arena instead of just seeing him a second time. Which is a bit obnoxious, but whatever. Hey, we're back here. I did not mean to do that. Oolicil Township. Over here is the Battle of Stoicism Arena for PvP and all that nonsense. If you actually decide to fight Sierran, I believe she will actively avoid the grave, but that's about it. You know, she attacks fast, hits hard-ish, has a decent amount of health, that's about it. Pretty generic, I suppose. Over there is Marvelous Chester, if I haven't mentioned already. And you'll actually be kind of butthurt that we killed him, but that's about it. He still sells shit. Here we get a Soul of a Brave Warrior. If we go over there, we can get another Soul of Brave Warrior. However, it was guarded by two Abyss Dogs, and I already picked it up. I don't want to fight those on camera, and I already have to. So why fight them? But seriously, I hate these guys. I hate all the dog enemies. Regular attack dogs, flaming attack dogs, abyss attack dogs, which are these. So annoying. However, it seems like they're jumping in ways where I'll still hit them. So lucky. This one isn't. This one's smart. I missed. But so did he. Jump. Nope. Come on. Okay. Very obnoxious. There we go. Anyway, I suppose we take out the homeward bones, because we're going to have to use them a bit. There, I guess he always does it, switching for it. I thought you only had to do it just to see him do that, for it to count as having seen him, or go just shoot down. Even though he's blind, he can still do it, actually. Ow, ow. Okay. Oh, that's good. Now apparently you can't hide there. Well, at least try. I was thinking that maybe we could hide there. We would live, even if it hit us. And then we could pick up one more thing, then use it before he killed us. It also apparently eats through equipment. All of it in your inventory, in fact. Wait, were we trying to reinforce it? No. No, it does not actually do that. Alright. Well, my stupidity is given even more evidence. Boss is dead. And we'll repair our stuff. Stuff repaired. Now we go all the way to go again. I honestly thought you just had to see him just fly by, but I guess you need to see him do like a breath attack or something, or... You know, so basically die to him. And then that'll constitute as seeing him. Or maybe you need to kill Manus first before he'll allow you to kill, Calamite.
Tomorrow, is the Black Dragon posing the duress?
Yes.
Yes. I thought as much. He's called Calamite. Ferocious dragon indeed. Even mighty Anna Londa dared not provoke his ire. I see little good coming from this, but my intent is to persevere to the bitter end.
Well, that's basically the point of the game.
Good, good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness? I've taken a liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch, and see how Goth hunts dragons.
With arrows?
Yes. A truer shot was never loosed. That bat will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hands. I await good tidings. Ah, dragon slaying. Knighthood's highest calling.
Yes, he is blind and managed to actually do that. At this point, I think it's reasonable to suggest that he blinded himself, or at least allowed himself to be blinded, just to give everyone else a fair chance. He does seem like the type of the person who would do that. Oh wait, is that an item? Yes, that's an item. Quickly, get the item, and then die. Soul of a hero. I'm kind of questioning why there is never a soul of villain. It's like, it's always the soul of a hero. Why can't it be soul of douchebag or something? Fairly certain at least one hero was a douchebag at some point in time in history. That wasn't an anti-hero. Although I guess anti-hero is just kind of slapped on to just protagonist that isn't a completely evil, but is only mostly evil. So I guess you could consider it semi-arbitrarily. Anyways, more abyss attack dogs. Hooray! Hate these dogs. Die. Die. Stop it. I am the only one allowed to dodge. It should be completely legalized for anyone else to dodge. And as you can see, it's now a fog gate. Hooray! God damn it. Stop it. Thank you. Funny story about Calamine is I actually didn't know he was a boss. I thought he was just kind of there to be menacing. As like an area menace. Basically he'd swoop around the area to try and kill you every few seconds and you had to get the items with him there, and he wasn't actually a boss, so I actually didn't fight him for like my first 2 playthroughs. And then my friend Damien from the Terraria, so I was like, bro, he's a boss, he's a bonus boss, he's how you summon him. I was like, oh, neat. And then he never fought Calamine either, he just knew it was a thing. And so he basically had me fight it normally by myself, and then had me fight it while I'm a ghost. Like all dragon bosses, Calamine actually does have a dragon tail knowledge. Probably the second hardest to get, question mark. Next to me, my great sword. Since while unlike Siege only gives you 1 chance to really get it, Calamine never tends to have tries. It takes some time. Right here, sleeves there. Calamine does let you have repeated attempts at his tail, however, he just they tend to be very small, though. So I recommend you have a second person do it. Through the floor and rain. He does have like a kill slaying attack where he can kill one of them one long period of time, but he only does it so much time. And most of the time he decides to turn if that's the case. I'm not actually sure if he'll ever use it so often. I've never seen him do it. He drops the Obsidian Great Sword. It doesn't scale with anything like most Dragon Weapons, however, it's definitely okay otherwise. Like, I think it's worse than like, the Dragon King Great Sword. It's Dragon. Oh. Hello there, grab attack. Ow, 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 gravity well. is a lot easier when you're fast rolling, but whatever. Oh, try again, I guess. I have a feeling at least one of these attempts is going to be stopped dead in tracks by Abyss attack dogs. Because of course it will. They're Abyss attack dogs. Why wouldn't they? Stop it. Oh my god, I hate Abyss attack dogs. Oh my god. So annoying. Who designed this game? He's still saying he doesn't know how not to make any of them fair, I suppose. You know, it just rolls and rolls and rolls. What do you want about to do after all? Anyways, there we go. Take 2, I suppose. Let's see if I'll get gravity weld again. It's a rather simple boss, I'd say, so in my opinion. The problem is that a lot of his attacks do have fairly similar animations. That's like my biggest problem I've had with it. Is that it does feel like all of the animations are exactly the same. Except for like the most polarizing, I suppose. Excuse me, Calendar. I need to go pick up my phone. Looks like he does not mind at all. By the way, he's not weak to lightning like every other dragon enemy, except for blue ranks. That looked like I should be impaled on his nose there, but whatever. Pick up that item, just completely disrespect the dragon trying to kill me. Here, I'm going to do this slam. I'm singing whatever rhymes. To a dragon trying to kill me. If that isn't pissing him off, I don't know what will. I can't really think of any more ways to disrespect him right now. Oh well. Ow. Oh yes, coming. That would clearly piss off any dragon you're fighting. After all, white, that's such disrespect. Let me try and emote during one of these then. Keep trying to poke his eye out, black his eye out. Which I assume is much harder to poke him now. Maybe the house. since he doesn't give me enough time to expose his tail, I'm just gonna heal. The dragon is intelligent and doesn't let me get a weapon. That's in front of me. Or something. He actually is very low on health. That was sooner than expected. Oh, really? Now he's kind of get annoying. Okay, now we're going into full shield block mode. Get a hit there. Damn it. I'm moving quick now. Yeah, we tried to. Fail. Oh my health. Oh, here goes potential shield blocking. Guess he didn't like that. Well, at least I tried. I'll give myself a beat protector. There. Die. Just die. He drops the Calamity Ring, which outside of self-challenge is worthless because it doubles the damage you take. So again, unless you're trying to have a challenge, yeah, not really useful. Anyhow, there's one more item we can get over here. Now, I'm not actually going to show it on camera due to the fact I can't really make use of it, but if you go back to Go, he'll give you his bow, Go's Great Bow, which is the strongest bow you can get in the game, I believe. I think DPS, the Black Bow of Ferris, is still technically better, but like in per shot, it should have the highest, especially when combined with Go's Great Arrows. Or Dragon Slayer arrows. Anyhow, with that, we're gonna go on and for Homeward Bound, we're going to repair our equipment and then warp to where we need to be for the next part, which is called the Township Dungeon. And with that, I think everyone should have a nice day. For Doom is signing out. Goodbye. Is the level up? There it is. Looking for some vitality, I suppose.